Alrighty, chat. How are you all doing tonight? Whoa. I see a Crimson. I see a Nightwolf. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you guys doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you for asking. Let's make sure we take our medications. The redeem may be for me, but I'm reminding you. Ugh. Allie gave me a shout. Oh, right. I briefly popped in her stream earlier, and she likes to give her her friends shouties, which I appreciate. Let's get right into this, shall we? Go straight into Daybreak. We are missing Chris and Allie, true. I imagine at least one of them will be around before too terribly long. As for... yeah, maybe. Chris hasn't... Chris has, like, been here, but, like, not been here a couple of times recently. But yeah. Are you guys excited to start chapter 2B? God, I can't believe I looked up the frickin' Hamlet soliloquy just for the bit, because we're starting chapter 2B, or not to be. I don't know the rest of the soliloquy by heart, but I copied it. I'm like, yeah. This feels appropriate. Academy days. I wonder if anybody who saw my announcement actually understood why I had that as my going live message. No clue. March 5th, 12:09, 8:45 a.m.
It's time for homeroom. There's less than 3 weeks left in your first year. You're almost at the end.
Wait, Toa was Anya's teacher this whole time, chat? Really? Oh my goodness.
The closing ceremony is on the 23rd of this month, and the day after that is graduation. Just be aware that the classes are going to be split up a little differently than you're used to. Also, Miss Toa, I have a question. Where do your students at the Empire's Military Academy go when they graduate? Do they all become soldiers or something?
Some of them.
I've been wondering about that too. Oh, yeah, what was the name of the school you teach at? Was it Thor's Military Academy?
It was. That is, in fact, the name of the school.
Yes, that's right. This may come as a surprise, but Thor's isn't all that different from any normal high school. It's true that we do have a special curriculum for those who want to join the military, but not everyone goes that route. I graduated from there myself, and well, as you can see, I'm an instructor.
Are you sure you're not actively in the military, Toa?
Yeah. Good point.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of famous people from there that aren't in the military at all.
Isn't that where you transferred in from, Julian?
Yo, we got somebody who was transferred in from Thor's?
That's right. I learned quite a bit from Miss Toa and the other staff there.
Chat, is Julian one of the students at Thor's in, like, Cold Steel 3 and 4? I don't recognize him. He doesn't I don't think he's one of the students that, like, I knew.
Man, you're so lucky. I bet the school life's way more fun there.
I mean, if he thought that, I don't think he would have transferred.
It hasn't even been 3 full months since she came here, and she's already in everyone's good books. Wasn't she brought over as part of an exchange program with the Erebonian Empire?
That would explain it. Toa's been in 3 separate arcs now, chat.
Yes, that's right. I also heard that she does work for a famous NGO on top of her regular teaching duties. She's supposedly an invaluable asset to them as well. She really is incredible, isn't she?
Also, they said she's only been here for about 3 months, so no, she's not been a teacher here the entire time, just for a little bit.
Doesn't even begin to describe her. Her popularity's well-deserved. I mean, just look at how cute she is. Whether she likes it or not, she's got the attention of the whole school.
I
That is
suppose
true.
you weren't wrong there.
Anyway, let's get back on track. Before we begin our first lesson, I want to introduce you to our new short-term exchange students. Come on in, you two.
Huh?
Who could they be talking?
Exchange
Or who could
students?
she be talking about?
At this time of year?
Hey, hey, hey! What's
Yo,
up, everyone?
Nadia,
Nice to meet ya.
Swin! Honestly, it makes sense considering they're the main characters of the B side of the story.
I'm your new classmate, Nadia Rain. But just call me Nana, okay?
Not even 10 seconds in and I'm already embarrassed.
Well, that's one introduction out of the way. Would you like to do yours, Swin?
Gladly. I'm Swin Abel, and like Nadia, I'm an exchange student from Remiferia. I know we're coming in pretty late into the school year, but I hope we can become good friends with you all.
Holy crap. That Nadia chick's a real cutie.
Wow. So, quick question. Are you two in a relationship?
Nadia's gonna say yes, Swin's gonna say no.
I'm so very glad you asked. It just so happens me and S are...
Friends. Don't put any funny ideas in their heads.
Wow, Swin.
I didn't think they'd actually come to school. Is it because of that orb mail from the other day? No, they wouldn't come here just because of that.
I feel so bad for Swin right now, Nightwolf.
Wait, you know these two? Are they involved with your part-time job?
Sounds like you've really had your hands full on, yes?
They're going to be taking part in the school festival, too. So be sure to give them a nice, warm welcome.
Oh yeah, we gotta prepare for that
I'd really
still.
like to give them a tour around the school, but I'm still getting a feel for the place myself. Oh, I know. Would you mind showing them around for me, Agnes?
She must already know that we're working together.
No way that she doesn't know that by
Of
now.
course. I'd be happy to. It's settled then. You can show them around during lunchtime if you'd like. Now, let's go over the festival supply list.
Excuse me, Miss Toa, where do we sit? Oh, you two can have the two window seats over there. You are main characters now, after all. Act 2B, Academy Days. Sorry, Aggie. I just thought it'd be more fun if we kept it a secret. So, what's the verdict? Did we surprise you? Mm-hmm. Mission accomplished. Anyway, did you two really apply to short-term exchange program? To our short-term exchange program? Sure did. We have a few connections who helped us get in. Imagine Swin taking another girl and the next day Nadia makes her disappear. That sounds accurate for Nadia, actually. I know Nadia likes to do things on a whim, but this isn't one of those cases. We went through all the proper channels. Well, that's good to hear at least. Swin's just as laid back about this as she is. But why go to all that effort? And why Aramis, for that matter? I thought you'd never ask. The reason is we've been itching to experience the school life. Hanging with friends after school, trying all the cafeteria foods, napping during class, playing hooky, you know, that kind of thing. Last two you can do without. Actually, one of those is, like an actual important aspect of growing up. The cafeteria food she's just saying because she wants to eat. What he said. Wait a sec. So you two really haven't been to school before? Never had the chance, being raised in the organization and all. Closest thing was Sunday school when we were really little. I'm not sure how long we'll be staying here in Calvard, but I thought it'd be a good experience for us. We've pretended to be students while on infiltration missions, but I don't count that. Either way, we're just living and having fun in the moment. That's our MO. I understand. That's a totally valid perspective. Given their upbringing, it's only natural that they would want to make up for all the experiences they missed out on. Well then, let's get on with the tour, shall we? I'll show you everything the school has to offer. Yippee! Thanks, bestie! Alright then, lead the way. Oh, and be on the lookout for whatever that message was talking about. Yes, we should keep our eyes peeled for sure. Let me guess, we're gonna get a flashback to a few days ago, and we're gonna be like, hey, what's this message? No? No flashback? Just a loading screen? Now loading. I was about to say. Come on. Huh? Hey, Aggie, what's this weird orb mail? Oh, this definitely looks sketch. Let me take a look. What is this? If you desire the truth and wish to bring an end to the oncoming tragedy, investigate Aramis. C. Ooh, I wonder if C is Sao. Maybe? It's another message from C. But why now? That's the name of the terrorist who caused a stir in Erebonia a couple of times. You said another message? You've gotten more like this? Well, only one other. It arrived just before last year's Revolution Festival. Be on the guard for the 7th Genesis of the Revolution Festival tomorrow. The 7th Genesis appeared shortly afterwards, so I doubt it was a prank or something like that. Yeah, sounds like it was for real. I can confirm this isn't the second incarnation of C. He happens to be a friend of ours. You're kidding. It's no joke. We also know the first C, but we're not as tight with him. From the little I do know, I doubt he'd reach out to you like that. I see. If only Ren were here. She definitely could have traced the message to its source. Oh yeah, she's not in Calvard right now, is she? What? Why wouldn't she be in Calvard? Yeah, she's back home in the Burl. Well, it doesn't seem like we'll be arriving at any answers, so let's table this for now. Can't hurt to have it on the brain, though. Yeah, in the meantime, go become students! Nothing's happened here since we got that message. But we should still be vigilant. Of course. Vigilant is my middle name. Now let's tour now let the tour commence. The Aramis Expedition Squad is ready to rumble. Oh, brother. First we were the picnicking front, now this. Well, of course.
Let's start with the main building. We can visit the store and cafeteria on the first floor.
Oh, I want to spend tons of time there.
I'd also like to talk with some of the other students while we're wandering around.
Be a good idea for sure.
All the time you need.
What do you have for sale? Ooh, juice box. Cures mute and restores 260 HP. I'll buy a few of them. Get some Sepith that Van had after his boss fight. Never seen you two before. You must be the exchange students I've been hearing about. That would be us, yeah. Nice to meet you, Mr. School Store Guy. Pleasure's all mine. Oh, that's right. There's a card game that's been pretty popular among the students lately. Let me guess. 7 Hearts? Would you like to try it out? Are you talking about 7 Hearts? That's the one. If you're ever interested in doing battle, just come and find me. The rules aren't all that complicated. You can even learn as you play. I want to try. It sounds like fun. I'm a little curious myself. Well, we gotta play then. Let's go with the normal 2-on-2 rules. Just pick who you want to team up with. Well, unchosen character will team up with Roscoe. We'll team up with Nadia. Team Nadia and Aggie. Nana and Aggie.
Go easy on me, please.
Refreshing Veil, Earth Guard.
What's your move?
I don't really love any of my options.
Get a load of this.
Just gonna swap cards immediately. I'll continue the fire chain, I guess. I mean, I don't have really many options. I guess we'll just throw out a Lost Mobius, deal 2 to everybody. Hope that Nadia can take out her brother. She cannot. We have 1 card.
Sorry about what I'm about to do.
I'll swap with you. And he can't, in fact, do anything. It'll be me first, Nadia second.
I don't know how I pulled that off.
Through pure skill and a little bit of luck. Phew. You guys are pretty good at this. Never would have pegged you all as beginners. Here, why don't you take this as a reward? You materials, I'll take them. We'll gladly accept. Thank you. Might as well hit some story moments. Allie! Welcome in! There she is! How are you doing today? This must be the courtyard. Third member of the stream tonight. Ooh, I like the feel of this place. The vibe is definitely unique. Like it's somehow laid back and lively at the same time. I'm doing alright, Allie. Thank you for asking. Well, this high school has seen a lot of history since its founding by RMS Gainsborough. Learning spaces like these are said to foster one's personal creativity. You don't say. Maybe this'll be what awakens S to the wonders of art. If I go down that road, it'll end with us panhandling on the side of it. Well, we can't have that. Then I'd have to be the one providing for you and spoiling you rotten and... On second thought, that just might work. Not in a million years. To your right-hand side is the auditorium. Inside it is a stage where we'll be holding events for the school festival. On the left, we have a clubhouse, where each club gets their own room to use as they see fit. Over there is the basketball court, where our PE classes are usually held. Though if it rains, they'll move it to auditorium. There's also a pool farther down on the right, but it's currently closed for the off-season. No! No pools! For how relatively small this campus is, they sure have a lot of amenities. Hey, Aggie, what about the most important amenity of all? What would that be? The best spot to play hooky without getting caught. I don't think we have one of those, sorry to say. No joke? Well, that doesn't sound like a very healthy academic environment. Said no academic ever. That is true. Nobody's ever said that. Nobody who is serious about their schooling has ever said that. Who's gonna play ball?
A basketball court?
Hold on, who's the shortest?
Artemis sure does have a wide variety of extracurricular activities.
Our basketball team happens to be really strong this year. We're also famous for our fine arts club.
Hey, you guys interested in basketball? Want to play around with me? A one-on-one shouldn't be anything too strenuous. Ooh, sounds like fun. I heard basketball is part of the physical education curriculum here. This might be a good chance for us to get a feel for it. Haha, that's the spirit. You know, I can even teach you some of the rules if you want. That sounds like a good idea.
Let's go.
Let's play. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, let's begin.
I already, Oh.
What?
I keep forgetting just how quickly that goes up.
Yeah.
Ooh, he actually blocked it.
Yeah. Score. Yeah.
Damn it!
Just knock it out of his
Damn
hands.
it! Damn it! Damn it!
We get 1 point. Gotta get a second point. I was gonna say, that's not gonna work. Ooh, that might work. I don't think I've ever gotten more than 2 points on this, but
Damn it!
that's okay. I just need to prevent him from scoring more than 2 points.
Damn it! Take that!
Ooh. Never mind, he's gonna score no points anyways.
Victory is mine!
Sure is, Nadia. Heh. You beat us good, how about that? I got a half a mind to recruit you. But hey, time and place. Anyway, here's your prize. Oh, are you sure we can have this? Yeah, that right there is proof you pulled out a win against our club. Power tablets. Feel free to drop by again if the mood strikes. Then we can sign you up for the team. Sounds like a plan. Aw, you sly dog. You almost got me there. Joining a club isn't something I had ever considered. But I guess it's just a normal part of student life. It is. What do I have for 500 S boosts? Huh. Deals damage to... increases damage to stun enemies. I was hoping it was just increased damage overall. Or at least increased physical damage, but no. Hey, it's the cafeteria. Yes! Cafeteria time! I knew you'd be excited about this part. Let's find ourselves a seat and have some lunch. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna get one of everything. That's a lot of calories. You're gonna get la 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 la. Can't hear you. What were you gonna say there, Swin? Huh? Were you about to tell her she's gonna get fat? Cause that's a rude thing to tell a girl. Why would I get fat? Bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat?
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Buy a small handful of these.
Please come back anytime.
Welcome. What can I get you? Hit me up with the tastiest thing on the menu, please. Funny girl, this one. In that case, I recommend either the A combo or the hamburger steak platter. They're our most popular selections. Additionally, you can also add some things from the sides menu. We also have 5 dessert items to choose from. I just died and went to food heaven! Hey S, which one should I get? Oh, my ears. Well, I can't blame her for being excited. Armis Cafeteria is well known for its delicious foods. Why don't we take a look at the menu? This is the best bowl of stew I've had in my whole life. I haven't even eaten it yet. It's a pretty standard dish, but the flavor is fantastic. This place's reputation is more than well deserved. I'm glad you liked it. Like it? I love it! There's so many yummy looking foods to choose from. I don't even know where to begin. They even have snazzy ice cream shop just around the corner. Armis rules! If you love the food so much, why don't you just marry it? The mystery of the century. Oh, this is a little off topic, but I've been meaning to ask. Is it really okay for you to leave the office unattended? Ah, right. I guess Van did leave us in charge of it. I wouldn't worry. Requests aren't coming in as much, so I think we can grind them out after school and on the weekends. Yeah, we had so much free time, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Besides, we haven't had any luck finding clues as to the fairy's whereabouts. You mean the fairy that was with the Crimson Grendel? I heard they showed up in the Blacklight District. She did. She has something to do with what you're searching for, right? Yeah, that's as far as we've gotten, though. We tried to find out more while we've been out doing requests, but nothing's turned up yet. I'm sorry to hear that. This weird time leap thing hasn't happened since then either. At least, I don't think it has. I'm thinking it only triggers when someone's life is in danger. I know it's saved us several times over, but honestly, I don't want to ever go through anything like that ever again. That is fair, Swin. I also would not want to experience time loop via death. Yeah, I'm glad the two of you are safe and all, but that whole thing worries me. A body has been discovered! I just get this feeling that something strange is going on. I really hope Van's alright. The poor, lonely, and beautiful damsel awaits the arrival of her dashing knight. Ooh, I bet I could turn this into a novel. It writes itself. What? The two lovers were rent asunder, but they will always be together in their hearts. I think I'm sitting on a goldmine here. Wait, back up. Lovers? What are you even saying, Nadia? Alright, you can stop tormenting the poor girl now. Hurry up and finish your lunch. The three continued to enjoy their lunch, and after indulging in some desserts, they returned to exploring the campus. Wait, there's one over here. Gotta get around the tables. I forgot to explore the courtyard with my shard search on. Ugh. Collect all these shards.
The pool building is just beyond here, but it's closed during the winter.
So once it's warmer, I'll get to turn on the charm with a sexy swimsuit.
I doubt those would be school appropriate. Also, it's not like you'd have anything to show off.
Shut your pie hole, S.
Wow. Swin over here calling her
Beep, beep,
small.
beep, beep.
That's actually really funny, chat. Beep, beep.
Is this who I think it is?
This is a statue of Aramis Gainsborough.
Oh, hey.
He's our school's founder and a prominent artist.
Wow, he looks handsome. Though not half as handsome as S, of course.
Why am I being compared to a statue of a middle-aged man?
That is a wonderful question, Swin. Let's go to the garden. I'm sure Shizuna is probably here by now. Thus, additional members were added to the Marhen Gardens incursion team. Van and his crew then connected to the same session for a face-to-face meetup in digital reality. And there's Shizuna.
Wow, so this is virtual reality. It's a lot more picturesque than I was imagining. Couple that with all the tough-as-nails monsters they copied over, and I might just make it my new stomping ground.
It's not the worst place to go stomping, Shizuna.
It's hard to say how much of my killer swordplay this place can handle, but I'm ready for some fun if you guys are.
I ain't looking to burst your bubble, but maybe try to rein yourself in a bit, okay? One wrong move and you're liable to crash the whole damn system. Don't worry, I'll behave. We just need to clear one floor at a time until we find whoever hijacked the place. The Divine Blade of Silver. There's no shortage of rumors about her. But none of them do her sheer presence in person any justice. Yeah, I can't even put a number on how strong she is. Crossing her might be the last thing you ever do. Aw, come on, loosen up over there. I'm just thrilled I get to meet the main characters of those books everyone raves over. Finally, somebody acknowledges that they're book characters. Once I heard they doubled as a wanted notice, I knew I had to give them a try. Made for a pretty good read. You're talking about 3 and 9, right? I've read it myself as it happens. As I recall, the publisher was only being used as a middleman, so they didn't run into any legal issues. Even now they're still putting out reprints. We saw them on sale in Crossbell too. Just how wide is the market for this series? Seriously. If we don't start seeing royalty checks in the mails, they're gonna hear from my attorney. Nadia, we don't have an attorney. You're just as funny on page as you are in person. Anyway, it looks like we'll be partnering up for the time being. Fate must have brought us together for some reason or another. Can't wait to see where it leads. For sure. Good to have you aboard. Yes, we can now use Shizuna in the gardens, which I am sure makes Crimson extremely happy. Do. Do I just want to Mr. Cube it up? Kind of.
Okay, it's time for some fun. Let me show you what I'm made of. On to the next.
I know we don't exactly have a ton. We're not going to get the big Sepith bonus.
Pretty darn good.
But you know what? Not terrible. I'm going to hold off on going through the garden because we didn't unlock a new floor.
Hey, I've been waiting for you. Charging now.
Might as well
and
restore
play a
everybody's
different song?
CP.
Alrighty We've got the good
What
stuff.
about repair data? Can I repair anything? I guess I can repair glasses. But if I really want to... I guess I can only have one glasses data at a time. One of each except or costume type, apart from the physical costumes themselves.
Thanks a bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff.
Can I buy anything for... Ooh, this is a better weapon for Swin outright. And that will be better for Nadia by the time it gets upgraded. I find it so weird that, like, the next version of each weapon is like, oh, we're gonna be worse for you at first, but then when you upgrade us, then we'll be better. Like, that ain't how that has worked in any other game. Like, for example, Mirage Wand. Although we can always just upgrade Accelerator. And now Mirage Wand Plus would be worse than just holding on to this one. Can I buy Shadow Jack? No.
Thanks a bundle. We've got the good stuff.
If I really want more money. That's just a little bit of extra money there.
Thanks a bundle.
Anything else I can get out here? Not that I'm seeing. Cool. There's another scene in the middle of the cafeteria. Oh no, that's just in the middle of the school building. In fact, it's upstairs.
You will not believe what my upperclassman told me.
Yes, it is mildly annoying to constantly be turning on the shards button. But they didn't give me the option to just leave it turned on. Which I think is silly. They could have easily just had it on by default or let it so that we could always see the shard tokens. Probably some sort of justification.
These are the special classrooms. Wait, my next class is here. I totally thought it was somewhere else.
And this is why you should read signs beforehand.
That is always a good idea. A computer lab. I wonder if they have the state-of-the-art computers.
Oh, look! Another statue!
It is!
Yes, we have 2 statues of Aramis on campus.
Hi, Crimson! How are you doing this evening? We finally become a student. You're with Magna? What's he up to right now? They say hi? Well, you can go and tell them I say hi real quick. How do I... Oh, it's literally right behind the thing. What's going on? We've become students at Aramis Academy. And by we, I mean Swin and Nadia have. Obviously, Agnes was already a student here. Oh, more upstairs. You beat the boss first try when you got up to level 20? Let's go! I hope Taylor has done some amount of grinding for something. I don't know exactly what all she needs to beat that boss at the end of the game, but some amount of becoming stronger, whether it's getting just levels or getting new skills from the shops and whatnot. Yeah, for young Xehanort. This must be the student council room. That's right. Would you like to pop your heads in and say hi? This is where Ren works, right? Yeah, let's go for it. Works is accurate, but it's not like she gets paid to be student council.
Oh, hi, Agnes. I see you brought the exchange students with you.
She sure
You must be
did.
showing them around campus.
Sup, you two? You were in our class earlier, right?
Yep. My name's Odette, and this is Albert. The 2 of us and Agnes are all part of the current student council.
Oh, so you're Ren's lackeys. Oof, you guys must have it right.
Hey, I'm no one's lackey. Wait, you know Ren?
It sure seems that way. I'm guessing she had a hand in their transfer here. Yeah, she put us in touch with the right people. Ren's the best. She's always got our backs when we're in a bind. Shame she's away. We'll need to swing by again when she's back so I can say hi. Oh, right. I think she'll be back next week, so you should come visit then if you'd like. I never knew she had connections in Remiferia, though. The plot thickens. There's no real point in thinking on it too hard. I doubt those connections are on the up and up. Anyway, the student council has been hard at work preparing for the festival. Oh ho! So you're the ones who got saddled with all the busy work. I don't think they're bearing the entire load, though. Seems like everyone's in a rush to meet the deadline. The middle of next month is creeping on us fast. Some classes haven't even decided on what their theme's gonna be. And we've got budget allocations. PR stuff, mountains of supplies to look over. I feel a migraine coming on. Sorry, I know I haven't been pulling my weight lately, but I'll fix that soon. I promise. I haven't been pulling my weights, she says. Girl, don't think I didn't notice all the work you put in yesterday. And the documentation you put together that has helped us stay on track. Trust me, we're fine. Alright, I have a favor to ask. Could you take a look at the suggestion box for us? I was wondering how we were going to get 4 SPGs while we were at school. We haven't been able to get around to it ourselves. And hey, maybe Swin and Nadia can help out too. Actually, never mind. It makes sense that this is how we're getting them. This is exactly how we got them in Cold Steel. This is the, hey, remember Cold Steel? We're going to make you go through Cold Steel, but like for 1 chapter. That sounds kind of like a pain. But I could be swayed if you had some free lunch vouchers. I don't think we have those. Oh, but Ren has some tea and cookies stashed away here. Okay, I'm on the case. I'm so sorry about her. She gets carried away with her wheeling and dealing. I can see that. But that's why we love her, right? I saw it. There it is. I'm like, half the reason I came in this room was to get these S tokens. A member of overdue book retrieval. A number of library books have been kept past their due date recently. Would the student council be willing to retrieve it for me? If so, I'll be waiting at the library. I can explain in detail there. Arya. This must be the suggestion box. Collecting overdue books. So this is the kind of thing the student council helps out with. That's right. We try to resolve any issues that crop up in the students' bodies' daily lives at school. Even the small ones. Of course, there's only so many problems we can deal with at once, but we try our best. You're so mature, Aggie. Okay, you've convinced me. I'll give it a shot. Besides, it kind of sounds like it could be fun. That's all it takes, huh? Well then, why don't we head over to the library to speak with Arya? Sounds like a plan. And yeah. In the schoolroom. She's calling him Macchiato. Oh. Wait until she hears Randy call him exactly that.
Think I'll give it a try.
Where is...
Man,
I know there's one down here. Let me see you. There we go. When she gets to CS3 and sees Randy in general, yes. Oh, she's gonna be excited there. Sarah was asking Sarah about Crow. Hi, Toa. I'm not gonna talk to you right now because I have a side quest to do, but hi.
That's just a rumor, right?
A game rumor. Thanks for watching. No, that's wrong thing. Where is this quest? Upstairs library. I didn't realize the library was so close to the student council room. There's one. There's no way there's not at least one more in here. There it is. Yup. Yup. Oh, she was asking in-game Sarah, but you know, that checks out. That makes sense. Hello, Arya. Oh, hello, Agnes. Are you here to check out a book? I see you've brought some friends with you, too. I'm Nadia. And I'm Swin. They're our new short-term exchange students. I was just giving them a little tour of the campus. Anyway, we checked the suggestion box along the way and read your letter. Would you mind telling us a little more about those overdue books? Oh, that. Well, if the student council is willing, I'll gladly take all the help I can get. Thing is, there are a few books that I want to display during the school festival, but they still haven't been returned yet. Oh, right. I remember you saying you wanted to set up a book display soon. Yes! I'm planning to set up a collection of books centered around Aramis and the Calvardian Revolution. Morning, Francie! How are you doing today? Ooh, so people can enjoy the festival and learn about history at the same time. It's a fairly big library, so I'm sure you'll have plenty of options. That's true. However, I was hoping I could ask you to go look for 3 books in particular. Would you mind? Sure. You're tired. What time is it for you? If my recollection of what time it is for you relative to me, I think you're... I was about to say 3 hours behind me. That is incorrect. It is more accurate to say you are 9 hours ahead of me. It's not 6 p.m. or coming up on 6 p.m. It's coming up on 6 a.m. for you, isn't it? Understood. We'd be happy to collect them for you. 5:50 a.m. So yes, coming up on 6 a.m. I am so sorry that you have to be up so early. But hey, at least you were able to visit. I appreciate that. Those precious school resources Those are special school resources after all. It wouldn't be right to leave them unaccounted for. Yeah, gotta punish those rascals for not turning their books in on time. Who has them checked out anyway? So one guy's name is Reen. There's one that's checked out to a Machias. And then one that's checked out to a Laura? She sounds kind of lame. How dare you call her lame? Second year named Donatello. And 2 first years named Leonardo and Raphael. 3 streams! It's the start of the journey, Francie. You know, a great man once said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What you're missing today was not so yesterday. Ooh, so wise. Sounds more like someone stating the obvious to me. What you're missing today was not so yesterday. Damn. He did lose the book. It's true. I'm a little surprised to hear Julian's name come up, though. Oh, yeah. He didn't seem like the type to keep anything past the due date. Well, regardless, late is late. I'd really appreciate it if you could talk to 3 of them for me. I did not get your reference, Crimson. I'm sorry. Of course, we'll take care of it. The Aramis Expedition Squad, Arkwright Solutions Edition.
For SPG time.
It is indeed 4SPG time. Although it's less of a 4SPG because we're at school. And more of just me. I haven't actually seen a lot of anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles related, Crimson. I'm sorry. I feel bad that I'm the one to make the reference and then I don't know the other TMNT references. I watched some of the cartoon growing up, and that's about it. Hello, Donatello. Latest installment in Bravely Legends. Man, I never thought it would come to this. Yeah, no kidding. I was on the edge of my seat. That dark hero, though. I just knew he'd pull through. If there'd been something like him back then. Woody? Sorry, it's nothing.
Do you have a moment?
Hi there, Donatello. Wow, I wasn't expecting a student council representative to come collecting overdue books. Everyone talks about Bravely Legends, but no one talks about Bravely Default. I like Bravely Default, Crimson. I have every intention of returning it, it's just... I actually picked it up again when it was put onto Switch 2. I'm not super far or anything, but I did get the game. Well, here you go. Sorry to get it back so late. A biography of Aramis Gainsborough. This book is right up your alley, isn't it? You didn't like it? Aww. Not a big fan of the Bravely Aww. Let me guess, you two didn't like Final Fantasy V either, did ya? You see, Donatello is studying fine art at the moment. He even showed me one of his landscape paintings of Edith. You can really feel the essence of the city through his work. He has a very lovely way of painting. I suppose it's a little uppity of me to comment on an upperclassman's work, though. Not at all. To be honest, it's actually pretty nice to hear someone compliment my art. I know it's the name of the school, but Aramis was some artist guy too, right? Wasn't he the school's first principal? I think I saw a bronze statue of him on campus. You've seen 2 statues of him at least, Swin. That's right. More importantly, however, he was also the leading figure in the Calvardian Revolution. You do, but the other Bravely games have a lackluster plot. That is fair. Honestly, I didn't play the Bravely games for their plots. I was a fan of the battle mechanics and the ability to break the game wide open with the right job combinations. That was what I had the most fun with. The plot I barely remember outside of having to do the same thing like 5 times, and it's like, what? Why video game? He was considered quite unique, even amongst his contemporaries. I'm sure someone's sensibilities like his would stand out in any time period. Thank you for the hydrate and the lurk, Lance. You need a story to help keep you engaged. That's fair. Sounds like an interesting guy. Maybe I'll give that book a read myself. Oh, hold on a second. What's wrong? Sorry, I just realized I should have said something sooner. I messed up one of the pages. I wasn't thinking and ended up getting some ink on it. I tried to find a replacement as soon as I could, but it turns out it's been out of print for a while now. That's why I've been holding off on returning it. I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have been doodling while I was reading. Oh, is that all? Huh? I thought maybe you dumped a bunch of tea all over it or something. I'm assuming most of it's still legible, right? Yeah, you can still read it just fine. My pen only slipped and rubbed along the page a bit. Well, we'll go ahead and take it back as is for now. But if you're really that concerned, why not go talk to Arya about it? Goodbye. I'm sure she'll realize it was just a mistake. She knows the kind of person you are. You're right. I should go apologize to her. Thanks, Anya's. And thank you two as well. Alright then. We'd better get going. We'll see you later, Donatello. What about Raphael and Michelangelo and Leonardo? And other Renaissance painters.
That's a rumor, right?
You gotta get to work. You have a wonderful day. You go make that paycheck, okay? Make today's shift your bitch.
Oh dear, from behind.
And we get a raid! Welcome in, DJ. How are you doing today? Thank you, thank you. Let's give you a nice big ol' shouty. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Genope. It's nice to meet you all. I am currently playing Trails Through Daybreak 2. Normally, I'd say if you need to dip because of spoilers, it's okay. But if you were watching DJ play the last, I don't know how long of Trails Beyond the Horizon, you've probably already played Daybreak 2. So you don't need a spoiler warning. Please don't spoil the game for me. And if you need to raid and run for any other reason, I totally get it. But you don't need a spoiler warning, because you've probably already played this game. But how are you doing today, DJ? How was the stream? You were saying yesterday that you might be beating the game soon. Did you beat it tonight? It sounds like you're super, super close to the end. So it's entirely possible that you've beaten the game tonight. You didn't? Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. You'll get it next time. Maybe. I have no idea. I do not know how close you actually are to the end of the game. You're either gonna finish it immediately, or you still have like 5 or 6 more streams. No in between. You're in the garden doing stuff. Ah. Hey, Shinyon, you've got a book that you owe. Oh no, I completely forgot. Here it is. Here it is. A biography on General Atkinson. I started getting interested in him after I saw Gloria, Dawn of the Revolution. We saw that movie too. Back in 1A, I believe, is when we saw it. Gloria? It's a movie about the Calvardian Revolution that was in theaters last year. General Ulgar Atkinson was a comrade of Sheena Dirk, the mother of the revolution. The general used to be an officer in the old Royal Army when he was young, right? Ooh, so he was on the enemy's side, huh? He was an exceptional young commander. He had this incredibly sincere disposition and was said to be very skilled with the sword. However, he was born in the East, so he was actually only half white. Chat, that's racist. He was even shunned within the military because he wasn't born pure-blooded. I'm sure they were just jealous of his accomplishments. Yes. But the thing is, even though my situation's not exactly the same, I can kind of relate to him. The times may have changed, but racism is still a very real thing in Calvard. Sadly, that is true. Since I've got Eastern blood in my veins too, his story felt pretty relevant. Oh. I guess I got so wrapped up in thinking about it that I lost track of time. I'm sorry you had to all come track me down. Don't even worry about it. And if I ever find anyone talking bad about you, they can look forward to swallowing a mouthful of needles. Nadia? Ixnay with the Eedles, eh? Ix? Where is he? Let me at him. You haven't even met Ix. Oh, you don't need to go that far for me. Really? I know I can't exactly promise things will be better in the future, but we can at least create a few good memories together at Armis, right? That way you'll only remember the good, not the bad. Anyez. Ooh, you can make memories with me, too. I got a whole list of school stuff I want to try. And now that we're classmates, we can hang out together all the time. That goes for you too, S. Yeah, I'd be up for that. I'm interested in hearing more about that movie you mentioned, too. Thanks, you guys. With the school festival coming up, I'm sure we'll have more than enough time to hang out with each other. I'm sure we will too, Chingyon. There is one more person I'm supposed to be finding. If it's not on outside or the first floor, let's go check the second floor. No. Anybody on the third floor? Also no? Are you...
Man, I'm starving.
Are you off campus? Am I even... Is this just gonna stick me back out on the, after the courtyard again? It wouldn't surprise me.
It has to be
Never
a
mind.
crime for them to lock us indoors when the weather's so nice. I say we ditch
Not this
school.
way.
I have a better idea.
All right.
How about we not cut class
Wrong
on our
way.
first day of school?
That would be
Alright.
for the best. Besides,
You'd need special permission to go off campus during school hours.
That you do. There you are, Julian. Oh, wow, you're surrounded by girls? Lucky you. Is there anything you like to do on your days off, Julian? Do you have any favorite foods? Why don't we all have lunch together sometimes? Looks like Julian's as popular as ever. I think Van mentioned him in his notes. He's an exchange student from the Empire, right? Yeah, from Thor's Military Academy's current Class 7. This guy is a member of Class 7, chat. Not only is he handsome and well-read, but he's skilled in martial arts, too. It's no wonder he's so popular. I hope S doesn't start attracting those leeches. I'm sure you'll be fine, Nadia. You're right, I did borrow that book. You're saying it still hasn't been returned? He swore he would get it in by his due date. You mean you gave it to someone else? No, well, I mean, I guess that's technically accurate, but... You see, I checked out a biography on Sheena Dirk, but then my friend said he needed to use it for something in one of his classes. I know that I shouldn't have let someone else borrow a book I'm responsible for, and I did try to refuse him at first. It's just that he was so flustered. He said he was desperate for it. I mean, he even promised to return it for me. Sounds like he didn't leave you with much choice. That's normal, though. Friends borrow stuff from each other all the time. I mean, at least I think they do. By any chance, does this friend of yours happen to be Lyle? I guess there's no hiding it from you, huh, Agnes? We'll go ask him about it then. Lyle tends to be pretty forgetful, so I'm sure he didn't mean any harm. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for all the trouble, but if you could go and check up on him, I'd really appreciate it. I'm sure you would. Thank you. Gotta find all my shard tokens.
Beep, beep.
I like how the active chat, she's like, yep, I'm leaving. Swin's like, no. No, we are not. Excuse me, where is Lyle? Welcome back from the ads to people who are in ads. Hi, Lyle.
Do you have a moment?
Where's the books? Oh crap, I totally forgot. Sorry, it totally slipped my mind. This is the one you're looking for, right? A biography of Sheena Dirk. Yes, this should be the one. Julian said you needed it for help with something in your history class. Yeah, I've been falling really behind lately. It's just that it takes me so much longer to read than everyone else. I'm impressed that you're so diligent about catching up. Well, that's me, the picture of diligence. Anyway, yeah, it was mostly my fault. Just seeing how hard Julian was working made me think, man, I gotta study harder too. Plus, it's always nice to learn something new, don't you think? But I guess none of it will really matter in the end, since I'm planning to go back home after I graduate. I mean, I want to give my mom a little break. That's so sweet, Lyle. Wait, hold on. Are you into me? Yo, Chris! Thank you for saying that you're first. Yeesh. You were doing pretty good there until you face planted on the landing. Anyway, maybe try not to cause Julian any more headaches, okay? Yeah, you're right. I feel really bad about putting him out like that. I'll have to apologize to him later. We'll make sure the book gets returned. See you later, Lyle. That should be all 3 books. Let's head back to Aria. I am doing well tonight, Chris. Playing some trails. Getting ready. We're doing the Cold Steel chapter. Being reminded of Cold Steel. I'm still wondering if anybody understood my reference in my announcement for stream. It's not exactly a super complicated reference or anything, but still. Chat, has anybody here read Hamlet? We've collected the books you asked for, Arya. Anya's handed the 3 titles to Arya. A near reference? No! It's Hamlet. Yes, this looks like all of them. That was quick. Thank you for the help. You don't eat red ham. I eat ham. You don't eat reed ham. Well, I did have 2 extra sets of hands that you all stuck together, so you didn't exactly divide and conquer like extra sets of hands would normally help you with. Was there anything else you needed? Well, oh, sounds like you've got more tasks for us. Play it on me. Well, if you insist, I suppose there's one other thing I'd wanted to ask about. It's not an overdue book, though. Actually, it's a script. It was for a play that we put on during the school festival 8 years ago. 8 years ago, chat. I'm trying to think of when that is relative to the rest of the timeline. Because this game takes place in 1203, I believe? So that would be 1195. Not 1203? This takes place in 1208. My apologies. All I know is it doesn't take place in 2026. For some reason. So this festival would have been in 1200. Which means it is a little before the events of Trails in the Sky. A script? 8 years ago? Isn't that when... Was it originally kept in the library? No, there's no record of it at all in our indexes. My understanding is that the play was based on the Calvardian Revolution. However, from the rumors I've heard, it was a little controversial. I assume the decision was kept to keep it out of the library because they didn't want students to have access to it. A controversial play, huh? Tell me more. It covered the 4 main figures of the revolution: Sheena, Ulgar, Aramis, and Auguste. The goal was to depict their time before and after the revolution based on historical evidence. Well, some historical evidence anyway. In reality, it was a parody, adding in new alternative interpretations of the characters. Sheena was basically portrayed as an airhead, and Ulgar Atkinson was so hot-blooded you might as well have called him sweltering. Oh, you're bringing up One Piece again, Crimson. I'm realizing. Ooh, that sounds super fun. Yes, a lot of people actually gave it rave reviews for how entertaining it was, but at the same time, there were also many who didn't approve. He's not talking about August from One Piece? I thought that was the name of a One Piece villain. This is how little I pay attention to One Piece, chat. It must have brought about a lot of debate. I can see why the school would want its sword somewhere. But in spite of all of that, I'd like to put the script on display. All creators have the right to freedom of expression. Prohibiting access to it would be inexcusable. Plus, this is 8 years ago we're talking about. Anyone with strong opinions about it doesn't even attend Aramis anymore. Hear, hear! I want to read it too! I guess that only leaves the question of where to start looking. I think it might be a good idea to check student council office. Oh, really? What makes you say that? Well, all the documentation for the past school festivals is kept in there. I just figured it might be stored with the rest. I see. I guess you really were the right girl for the job. Please bring it by if you happen to find it. Sorry for the extra trouble, but I really do appreciate you doing all this. Of course. Do you know something about that play, Agnes? It almost seems like you knew more than you were letting on back there. Oh, August is the Octopath boss. I see. I noticed that too. Maybe like you've actually seen it before. There's no hiding anything from you two, is there? Not that I actually have anything to hide, mind you. He was a playwright corrupted by a ring. Ah. Last year, the student council sat down and watched footage of several previous school festivals. The play Aria was talking about was included in the footage. Imagine not paying attention to your chat. Shush, Chris. I'm sorry. With the number of different things Crimson talks about that I just do not know anything about, it kind of blends together. The ones who organized it were part of the past student council. In this case, Mr. Kincaid, Elaine, and Van. Ah, that's why she has such an interest in this particular play. I wonder if they still have the video. Oh, I get it now. It makes a lot more sense knowing Van was involved. Yeah, he's not exactly known for coloring inside the lines. Anyway, that's why I'm almost certain the script is in the student council office. Let's try looking for it with a shard search so that we don't disturb Odette and Albert. Got it. Yeah, let's get to it. I mean, how will the shard... You know what? I'm not going to question that part. No reaction. Maybe we're in the wrong place. Let's step outside for a moment. Is it possible someone threw it out? I'm sure none of our current members did, at least. But I bet if Ren stumbled onto it, she'd put it somewhere for extra safekeeping. You think maybe they'd move it to some super secret archive? The current student council doesn't seem to have any clue of its whereabouts. If only we could ask some of the other members. In that case, why don't we ask Frederica? Considering she was our last student council president, maybe she'll know something. I believe she should be in the third-year classroom on this floor. Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's go ask her. Alrighty, Frederica. Helps if we go to the right place. Hello, Frederica.
Do you have
What do you know about the script? How should I know? Cold Steel remake looking great, right? But if this were a real Cold Steel remake, Chris, we'd have Best Girl Laura, and I haven't seen her yet. And even if I did, what makes you think I'd tell one of Ren's crew? She sure is friendly. Ren's crew, huh? You're right. How silly of me. It was 8 years ago, after all. Of course I'm right. It's not like I was their homeroom teacher or something. Oh, Van's homeroom teacher. Man, figured you would have forgotten about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten? Impossible. You don't just forget students as special as you, Van. I'm glad that despite everything, you still seem to be doing well. Guess we should try somewhere else. Thanks for the help. Come on, Aggie, let's go. Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry for the bother, Frederica. Just what are those three up to, anyway? Nothing important. We need to go find Mr. Powell. Where, oh, where would he
That's
be?
just a rumor, right?
Second floor? Second floor.
Man, I'm starving.
Is he the Goro-chan of this game? No. No, he is not. I am always in awe at Miss Toa's drive, but I do worry that she places too much pressure on herself. She certainly has the stamina to spare, but I do wish she'd show herself out as much care as she does with others. I'm always a... Do I have to talk to Toa first? You want to offer optional supplemental classes? I see. We can certainly look into that. I just hope you aren't piling too much onto your plate. It's full enough as it is. I appreciate the concern, Mr. Powell, and I thank you for always listening to my ideas. Of course, I'm always happy to lend an ear. Well, I suppose I should take my leave. You have visitors who look quite eager to speak with you. We want to talk to you! No, come back! Sorry about that, Tiny Teach. We didn't mean to interrupt. Chat, Nadia calls her Tiny Teach. That might be my new favorite nickname. For Toa. Might be my new favorite nickname. That's perfectly alright, but, please use your inside voice in the faculty lounge, okay, Nadia? Tiny shit, god damn it, Chris. It's funny that we ended up here in your class. Small world, isn't it? Oh, do you two know Miss Toa? Yeah, they met back in Reverie. That's right, we met a while back. It's good to see you both again. You look like you've been doing well. How long's it been now? 2 years? Man, it feels like it was only yesterday. We met a lot of people from Thor's during that incident in Crossbell. Oh, that's when you met? Were they involved in all of that? I didn't realize you got swept up in that whole ordeal. Well, it's not really the kind of thing I'd bring up at school. Anyway, I caught wind that you two would be... When I caught wind that you two would be coming here, I immediately applied to be your facilitator. I know all about what you both have been up to, like how you've been helping out at Anya's part-time job, for example. It's not so part-time for these two, though. Although, granted, with how much work they've been getting, it might as well be part-time. Now it all makes sense. Still, this is a lot to take in at once. I mean, you being a part of the war as a member of Thor's military academy was enough of a surprise by itself. I heard you played an especially important role in it too. That's why I'm betting you came out here to Calvert with some kind of hidden agenda. I'm on to you, Tiny Teach. What are you? Nadia, don't be rude. It's true that I'm a Thor's alumnus, and yes, I do some work for an NGO as well. But there's no hidden agenda, I promise. I'm just here as a teacher, and as someone who wants to promote a peace between nations. Bringing together Calvard, the Empire, and all the other surrounding nations will be no easy feat. But that won't stop me from chasing a solution. That's what I'm here to do. Wow, I never realized you were trying to achieve such a lofty goal. Lofty is right. Still, I'm not buying what she's feeding us. World peace? Ha! A likely story. Not everything's a conspiracy. By the way, we wanted to ask you about something. We got this weird orb mail the other day. It was from a person named C. You know, like the one that you're friends with. Oh, you mean my best friend, the terrorist? The one who tried to murder the Chancellor of Erebonia? Yeah, I know him. He and I are like this, chat. We're so good, we're so close. We're the bestest of friends. You're actively admitting that you're best friends with a terrorist? Well, he wasn't a terrorist when we were friends, but yeah. Do you think he would still send cryptic do you think he would send a cryptic message to Arkwright Solutions? You think you got a message from Crow? No, I really don't think so. He gave that name up a long time ago. So there'd be no reason for him to use it as his signature. It's more likely that your correspondent stole the moniker. It wouldn't be the first time that happened. That's what I thought too. Thanks, Tiny Teach. If I remember correctly, the first C was a terrorist who caused a huge uproar in the Empire. That he was. Miss Toa has an interesting choice of friends. Yeah, that she does. Sorry. I've probably got you thinking all kinds of wild things now. Well, it was nice chatting with you all, but we'd better stop here. Lunch break's gonna be over before we know it. Feel free to stop by and talk with me anytime, though, okay? Roger Dodger! Thank you for your time. Roger Dodger. Oh, there's the first bell. Already? But I want to have more fun. You've had more than enough fun. Anyway, we still have a little bit of time before class, but we should still head back before long. Good idea. Select head back to class from the travel menu. You got it. But first, Mr. Powell. Just the man I was trying to talk to before we had a 7-minute cutscene.
Do you have a moment?
That sure takes me back. Heck, I remember it like it was yesterday. Fans group really put their all into that festival. Not just the planning either, but all the prep work for the performance too. They'd head straight to the student council room after class, and boy, did they ever have their hands full. They only finished the day of the festival. It seemed like a pretty big workload, but I'm sure they were having a ball the whole way through. So that's what they were like. What about the script? Unfortunately, I don't know where it is either. I recall hearing some negative feedback on the performance, but I don't think it would affect how the school decided to store their script. Why don't you try asking Miss Matilda, the school nurse? Chat, this was supposed to be a quest where I received overdue library books, and now I'm off looking for a script for a performance that was done 8 fucking years ago. She's been with the school longer than I have, after all. I'm pretty sure she was an advisor to the student council at the time. Ooh, maybe she can point us in the right direction. Classic trails. Surprisingly not. Normally, these would have been 2 separate quests, not one long quest. Thank you so much, Mr. Powell. Good luck with your search. Like, usually the most, oh my goodness, we're doing a completely different quest now that a side quest will get in these games is you're trying to find a person, oh, they wandered into monster territory, so now you're fighting a monster. That's about as much of a change as you get.
That's just a rumor, right?
Oh, hey, we found the infirmary. Hello, Miss Matilda.
Do you have a moment?
Oh my, that certainly does bring back memories. Could you wait just a moment, actually? I believe it was on this shelf. Ah, yes, here it is. This must be it. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Sounds like a B-grade knockoff. It's got Van's name on it, though. Did he write this? Oh, what fun times those were. Those 3 running the festival The 3 running the festival that year were such close friends, too. They used to claim Kincaid was their most extraordinary president the student council had seen since its inception. Elaine was on the first-year vice president at the time as well, and to say she was taken aback by the script would be putting it lightly. But in the end, she agreed to play the main role of Sheena. I must say, she inhabited the character wonderfully. Funny to think that Van would write the character as such an airhead, though. Seems like he was taking jabs at everybody. He also took on the majority of the backstage work as well, though I admit I hadn't thought him to be the responsible type. Neither have I. Since he was in charge of general affairs, he decided to take initiative by writing and producing the script. That really does sound like Van. But as you've already gathered, the contents was a bit controversial. So the school elected not to store it in the library. That's why I've kept it here instead. I say we take a peek. What? Right now? Under normal circumstances, I'd suggest we do it later, but honestly, I'm kind of curious too. Swin? Oh, there's no need to worry. I don't mind. In fact, it gladdens the heart to know someone's interested in reading it again. I never thought I'd see the day. Oh, and please give Arya my regards. Well, if she says it's okay, then... Wow, look at all these notes. He even wrote out all the stage directions. You fools dared to defile my sanctuary, then the time has come to expose my master plan. Wait, what's this with these lines? Is this supposed to be August? Oh, fiddlesticks, I've gone and lost my revolutionary flag again. Hey, Ulger, have you seen my flag around anywhere? Wow, they weren't kidding about Sheena being in their head. Let's get some pyrotechnics in this scene. Reminder to ask Renee about it later. Look up at the audience on this line, Lainey. Give us some real puppy dog eyes. Aw. After taking the time to look it over, the three left the nurse's office and took the script back to Arya.
Quest completed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Only 1,000? Chat, with how much we had to do to get that quest done, I was expecting 4,000, 6,000,
But that's just a rumor.
$12,000. I don't suppose you're not a shopkeep. I thought, yeah.
Take all the time you need.
Excuse me for thinking that a chapter 2 or an act 2 quest would be paid with act 2 rewards. Apologies. Admittedly, 6,000 is not realistic, but I feel like 3,000 would have been a normal amount. I'm pretty sure we were getting 3,500 in Act 2A. It's time to go back to class. The last bell rung just as the group returned to class, and thus afternoon lessons began. She really is seated in the back by the window, chat. She has made it as an anime protagonist. Anya's is also by the window. Look at Swin playing basketball. Let's go, Swin. Wait a minute. I had Nadia playing basketball earlier. Tiny Shin is an anime. I'm no anime trope, Chris. Oh crap, I've got to work today. See you guys later. It was nice meeting you both. Hope we can talk more tomorrow. Sure thing. Bye-bye. They got more filming to do for our festival screening event. I'll be sticking around the campus for a while, so if you want to drop by and chat sometime later, feel free. Sure thing. Oh, and thanks again for sharing your notes on art history. It was a big help. It was no trouble at all. I get that a mid-year transfer is tough. Don't be afraid to lean on any of us if you need to, okay? Everybody sure seems busy. Clubs, part-time jobs, festival prep. It's like there's always something going on. Yeah, I knew it was an elite school, but it's a lot different than I was expecting. In a good way, of course. Artemis is a place that emphasizes freedom and flexibility. That's what attracted so many people to it over the years. Yeah, like our new boss man in Specs, right? Elaine graduated from RMS too, if I'm not mistaken. The alumni from this place are anything but a normal bunch. I mean, Van doesn't really count as alumni. He never graduated. You may be right about that. There are people of all stripes here. Although there was a time when things weren't always so upbeat. Huh? You don't say. I feel like I've heard something about that before. She must be talking about that time when Ren was running for student council president. Incorrect. She never ran for student council president. She was elected despite not running for student council president. Well, I think it's about time we head out. School's over now, and it looks like everyone's gone to do their club activities and stuff. Good point. Although I wouldn't mind wandering around campus with you for a while if you'd like. Oh, I am so down for that. The Adventures of Artemis Expedition Squad Episode 2 is officially underway. Let's go around and play pranks on everyone. How about no? More importantly, there's a bulletin board here in the Albert District, right? I think we should do a few requests if we have the time. What? You want me to spend my free time doing work? No way. Hard pass. Is what I normally say, but I kind of want to take on one or two, actually. We weren't able to do any earlier today. Unless you count the quest that involved running around the entire school several times and only getting 1,000 measly mira for it. Right. It's against the school rules to leave campus during our lunch break. Oh, do you mind if we stop by the student council room again? Odette and Albert asked me to come, and they want me to bring you along too. If you're fine with going, then we can save that visit for last. Work comes first. Right. Sounds good to me. Yay, we can leave the Ober District, or leave for the Ober District. Hey! Just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Mirhan Gartan, so go ahead and check it out when you get a chance, okay? Yet another garden update. 5th floor. This is just, yeah, the 7th heaven. Or 7 hearts, rather. There is another request in the student council box. Not the garden. You really don't like the gardens, do you, Chris? Slump in sales. Our after-school sales have been on the decline recently. But I think I might know what's causing it. If possible, I'd like to discuss this with the student council. As always, I'll be at the school store on the 1st floor. Rocco! Oh, it looks like Roscoe left us a suggestion recently. Wait a sec. I thought only students could use the suggestion box. Nope. It's open to everyone on campus, faculty included. But they typically only come to us when they need help with an issue outside of their purview. That must seem pretty unusual, huh? Well, considering RMS values students' independence, I think it makes perfect sense. Bet you guys must hold a lot of sway over them then. Probably enough to talk the school store into stocking all of your favorite sweets, yeah? Not necessarily. Although we certainly get our fair share of requests asking us to. Anyway, it seems like the store's in a bit of a pinch at the moment. Let's head on over there and see what Roscoe has to say. Okay, Roscoe. If you want me to do anything other than play more 7 Hearts, I don't want to do it. Welcome. Can I help you find something? Sorry to bother you in the middle of work. It's just that Anya's explained the note they found in the suggestion box. Oh, so that's why you're here. You kids are really already so busy. I'd hate to pile more on your plate, but not at all. It comes with the territory. Anyway, you mentioned that you were worried about sales, right? Yeah, our after-school sale numbers have been on the decline recently. Not all of a sudden either, but gradually. Day after day, week after week. On top of that, the items we've seen fewer sales on in particular are sports drinks and nutritional supplements. I see. So there's a decrease in specific products being sold. I haven't had haven't changed our selection any, so I don't really think there's a problem with the store itself. It's just, in the note you said you might have some idea about why this is happening. Yeah. You see, we actually have a few regulars that tend to come by after school. I guess you could say they contribute to a pretty big portion of our sales. But they stopped coming in lately. So, who are these regulars of yours? The basketball club. They'd come by all the time before practice, sometimes even during. I've heard our teams are good enough to make nationals because of how rigorous they are with their training. Considering what you stock, it makes sense that they'd be your most common customers. Basketball, huh? It was pretty fun when we played it during gym class this afternoon. I like how you have to stay coordinated with your teammates while also keeping toe-to-toe with the opposition. Yeah, you look so cool-ass. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're getting a little off topic here. You gave us some details about the situation, but I'm still not sure what you want us to do about it. Do you want us to look into what's going on with the basketball club, or are you just interested in improving your sales? Naturally, sales are what I'm most concerned with. It's just that I'm also worried about the club, too. That's part of why I put that note in the suggestion box, since it involves some of our missing students. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was coming down on you. We just want to make sure we fully understand our client's request. Client? You sound so professional. Oh, well, you know. They used to do stuff like this all the time at their old school. Because they're exchange students. That's it. What she said. Anyway, we're taking this case, right? Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't. Considering this sounds like something the student council would want to investigate anyway, we'll go ahead and take your case. It could just be a coincidence. Maybe they don't like the stuff they sell here anymore. Well, even if they're totally fine, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders to know for sure. I hate to ask students to handle something like this, but anything you could find out would be greatly appreciated. Of course. We're happy to be of help. Let's go start by talking to Sasha. She's the captain of the girls' basketball team. I'm sure she won't mind sharing some info with us. She's likely in the courtyard or the auditorium. Huh. I didn't realize the club had a separate teams for boys and girls. Makes sense, though. We're learning all kinds of things today. Okay, time to jump back into the Artemis Execution Squad, Arkwright Solutions Editions, After School chapter. Wow, that is long enough to be the actual name of an anime, chat.
RPG time!
Auditorium is over here. You must be who we're looking for. Sasha, that's your name. Am I gonna do the garden? Probably after this quest. I know everybody's busy prepping for the festival lately, but we still gotta practice. Okay, time to get this team in tip-top shape.
Let's go. One sec.
Excuse me, Sasha. Oh, everything's been pretty normal on our end. We're just having practice today like we always do. I mean, we did slack off a little bit after the Winter Nationals, but that's about the only issue I can think of. We're gonna be here all night? I mean, we might, Chris. Just for you. Right now, though, everybody's pumped for our next big tournament. Ooh, that's the fighting spirit I've heard so much about. I've heard that Aramis has a strong basketball club. You guys must do some pretty harsh training. You could say that, but it's not all about how much you practice. You can just go to bed, I can't? Damn, Chris, you right. Fostering good relationships is our major key to success, and not just with players, but with the managers too. For example, the manager for the first-year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. She's always the last to leave after practice because she wants to make sure everything gets put away neatly. Having someone around like that around really helps encourage the spirit of teamwork. I totally get where she's coming from. Some people may work fast, but they can be super sloppy about it. Swin. You're one to talk. It sounds like you know your team inside and out. Well, when you're a captain, part of your role is to look out for everyone. I'm sure I've talked your ears off about the team for long enough, though. Getting back to your question, I think I'd be more worried about the boys' team. They've been practicing as usual, but for whatever reason, they seem kind of down. They used to get so fired up about everything. Honestly, it was almost obnoxious, but they've been oddly quiet by comparison lately. Excuse me. I was actually considering bringing it up to their captain. I see. Something's going on with the boys team? I should probably be the one to see what's up. But if you guys are already looking into it, would you mind checking in on them for me? Of course. We don't mind at all. I think I saw the boys were over in the courtyard. Let's go see what they have to say. I'm surprised I don't have the option to play basketball against the girls, chat. Hey, get your head in the game. Plays like that won't even get us past the first bracket.
Do you have a moment?
Excuse us. I should have known Sasha would figure something was up. So you guys really are having trouble. It's hard to put into words, but it's like we're running into all kinds of issues lately. Like having to fill our basketballs with air right before practice because they've all gone flat. Sometimes we find ourselves missing stuff like tracksuits or tape right when we need them. Maybe you've got a poltergeist? Honestly, a poltergeist would be less trouble at this point. Everyone's been getting pretty frustrated because of how these issues keep messing with the tempo of our training. Some members are even starting to suspect one another of trying to drag us all down. It's strange that none of this has been happening to the girls' team. Where do you guys keep all your spare basketballs and stuff? In the boys' basketball locker room on the first floor of the clubhouse. The manager maintains it all for us. Which makes them the prime suspect. Let's go ask them and see if they know anything. They might be able to give us a new lead. They might. I cannot go inside through that entrance. What about... That's the entrance.
One sec.
Excuse me, do you know anything about why the boys are depressed? I see. Can't say I blame you for wanting to talk to me about it. You haven't been playing a prank on them, have you? Could you be any more blunt? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if some of our players suspected the same thing. Only the manager and the advisors are given keys to the clubhouse. Nobody else should be able to get in. But I swear, I haven't been pulling pranks on anybody. I think that's enough, Nadia. But if that's the case, then the likely culprit is a member of the basketball club. Hey, manager, can I get some spare bandages? Sure. Got them right here for you. Thanks. Try not to push yourself out there, okay? If you don't loosen up every now and then, you'll wear yourself out before you even get to an actual match. You're right. I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready before the tournament is all. Especially after I managed to climb all the way to the first string. Ooh, now there's that fighting spirit I've heard so much about. Part 2. But it's hard to train as much as I want when we've got somebody messing with us all the time. I don't want to miss the chance to show my girlfriend how much I've improved at this next tournament. Girlfriend? The springtime of youth. Knock it off, Nadia. It's only natural that you'd want to make a good impression on someone so important to you. She's a really thoughtful person, and she's always been supportive of me. This is the best way to know how to thank her. Yeah, believe me, I know how passionate you are about this. Anyway, if you need anything else, just let me know, okay? You got it. Talk to you later. Huh? We'll continue our investigation and let you know what we find. Actually, considering Miss Sonia also has a key to this room, maybe we should go talk with her. Sounds good to me. Thanks for all your help so far. Well, Sonia, we had narrowed it down to 2 suspects, and then the other guy said he didn't do it. Which means it's you. Oh, it must be a higher floor. Yeah. Members of the athletic club have pretty much settled on the direction for their booth at the festival. Looks like I won't have to flay anyone alive this year.
One sec.
The basketball club? Well, yes, I do have a key to their locker rooms. I'm the advisor to all the sports club on campus. Do you ever loan the key out for any reason? Maybe with a record of who checks it out? Only very rarely, since we don't want to risk anyone stealing stuff. We're pretty strict on the manager about We're pretty strict on the managers about that sort of thing as well. However, the keys do open both the boys' and girls' locker rooms. That way it's a little easier for everyone to get supplies if they need them. So they're like master keys? Sounds like it'd be pretty bad if one of them went missing. This is the first we've heard of that. I think we have to go reinvestigate the girls' basketball team, chat. That means the managers for both teams have access to the boys' and girls' locker rooms, right? And it's possible someone on the girls' team could be the culprit. What do you mean by culprit? Well, we're just playing a little riddle game we made up, that's all. We had to get a hint from you in order to solve the case. Really? That sounds like fun. Sure is lovely to see you kids getting along so well. Well, we better get back to it. Thanks for all your help. Bye! Hey, Aggie. Lying to a teacher? And without batting an eye, no less? I guess you've got a naughty streak in you after all. Maybe it's Van's influence. He's been putting ideas in your head, hasn't he? Not that lying can't be beneficial from time to time. Well, I can't say I haven't learned a thing or two from him. But more importantly, I didn't want this issue to get blown out of proportion just yet. Don't worry, I get ya. Well, anyway, let's go back over everything we've learned so far. The problem is that the boys' basketball team can't practice effectively right now due to issues with their supplies. And although we initially thought it had to be someone on the boys' team causing this, with what Miss Sonia just told us, we now know that the keys held by the managers can open both the girls' and boys' locker rooms. Which means that a member of the girls' team is also suspect now. At the moment, however, we still don't have any motives. So who would want to interfere with the boys' practice? Who and why? Actually, what if we changed our perspectives a little? What if we turned this case about? Why did you say it like that, Agnes? Sorry, I've been playing too much Phoenix Wright lately. Instead of thinking over a list of suspects, we should try and narrow down the reason behind the culprit's actions. Try to infer their goal, huh? Let's think about what the benefit would be for doing this in the first place. I think there might be something we're forgetting. You picked up on it too? Right. That gung-ho first year we ran into earlier seemed to be favoring one leg over the other. He was trying to keep anyone from noticing, but I'd bet anything that he'd injured himself. Yeah, it didn't seem like he'd told anyone about it either. Although I'm pretty sure this manager has him figured out already. I can't blame him. He seemed so happy to be chosen for the first string after all. And there was that part about him wanting to show off what he'd achieved to his girlfriend. Yes. I think we should use him as our jumping off point for the time being. If it has something to do with the first year's injury, whoever was interfering with their practice was doing it so because someone else didn't want him to practice. He couldn't practice because of his injury. He was jealous of his healthy teammates. I mean, I think it's because he couldn't practice due to his injury. Fortunately, I do have a guide pulled up, but I'm curious. Hang on. Nope, not that one. It's someone else didn't want him to practice? I see. I think there might be someone else that wants to prevent him from practicing. If that's the case, why not just let him rest for a while? Why ruin it for everyone else? Maybe they tried to get him to rest, but he wouldn't listen? He seemed like a pretty determined guy after all. Well, whatever the case may be, I think it's most likely that whoever's behind this is someone that wants him to recover from his injury. Considering what we know, this prime suspect would have to be his girlfriend. I think it might be his girlfriend. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, any girl would be worried if their boyfriend was hurt. Especially since he's been working extra hard just to thank her. Right, I bet she feels guilty because he's pushing himself so hard. If she's as diligent and thoughtful as he says she is, I'm sure she's been thinking pretty hard on it. Diligent and thoughtful? Doesn't that mean the manager for the first year girls is his girlfriend? Huh? She is? I mean, that is a way to connect the dots. I think it's the best way to connect the dots, actually. It's still speculation at this point, but I think she would be the most likely suspect. I guess being a manager would give her access to the boys' locker room, too. And when I think back on what Sasha said earlier, for example, the manager for the first year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. She's always the last to leave and after practice because she wants to make sure everything gets put away neatly. Yep, she's definitely had the opportunity to mess with the boys' supplies too. And all without hurting the girls' team. Will she really go that far for her boyfriend though? If someone found out, it just makes things worse for him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. OS, you clearly don't know the impact love can have on a young maiden. Come on, is this about love or morals? I agree with you, Swin. However, we could be here all day just theorizing. I think the next step is to confront her directly and see what she has to say. Right. The only way to get to the truth is by asking her. Hopefully she'll open up to us. Hopefully. Managers should be over in the girls' locker room. So let's head over there now. Woohoo! We did it! Let's go straight to the courtyard. No, that's the boys' locker room. This. Nope. This one? Nope. Don't tell me they make the girls walk upstairs to get to their lockers. They sure do. Sorry, but do you mind if we speak with you for a minute? Hello, Captain. Sure. What can I help you with? Anya sat down and calmly explained everything they'd learned of the situation as well as their suspicions. Which brings us here. Everything you've said is true. I won't try to make excuses for it. Well, that was easy. I already told myself that I'd admit what I'd done if anyone ever found out. I'm sorry, I really am. Could you maybe tell us a bit more about why you did all this? My boyfriend, the boy you met, and I started dating not long after he joined the basketball club. To be honest, he wasn't all that good at the start, but he would practice every chance he could get, even on his days off. It's been about a year now, and he was finally taken off the benches. Yeah, he seemed pretty fired up about it. But he's been overdoing it lately and ended up hurting his leg. He'd been hiding it from everyone just so that he can keep practicing. Every time I tried to get him to take it easy, he told me to stop worrying. I can tell you really care for him, especially since you've been supporting him all this time. Yeah. Giving it a minute. OBS says I'm back. I think I'm back. Welcome back to anybody who needs to, might need to refresh. Thank you, DJ. OBS briefly disconnected. However, I'm afraid we can't allow you to continue interfering with the boys' basketball team. As soon as I realized I was disconnected, I'm like, I'm not advancing. Hopefully, nothing got missed. That being said, I really do want her to respect her feelings. What would Van do if he were in my shoes? I get to choose chaos? I get to choose chaos. For now, let's keep this between us. Why don't we go try to talk to the manager of the boys' team instead? But we would have to tell him everything, right? What if he gets mad at me? I know this is gonna sound harsh, but I think you're just gonna have to deal with it. You're right, I'm sorry. Deal with it, bitch. I think his manager will handle it just fine. He seems like he's pretty good at taking care of his players. Yeah, but you really think it's okay for me to keep this from my boyfriend? I feel so guilty about it all. I get how you feel. But sometimes being honest isn't for the best. The important thing is to keep him from furthering his injury. Honestly, I think telling him the truth might distract him from practice. I know you must have spent plenty of time thinking this over. You made a choice that you believed would be in his best interest, right? You care about him a lot, so it's okay to wait until there's a better time to tell him. Now that someone else knows, it feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Not being able to tell anyone, it made it all really hard. Thanks for stepping in. After that, Anya's group went to the manager of the boys' basketball team and explained the situation. The girl was open and upfront with him and about the situation, and Anya, Swin, and Nadia did what they could to support her from the sidelines. He calmly accepted her admission and told her that he'd take personal responsibility for her boyfriend's care. Phew, one more case in the bag. I wasn't sure I sure wasn't expecting something like that to be the reason the store's numbers were struggling. Well, at least our client sounded relieved. Yeah, we did find a solution to his problem after all. I'm impressed though, Aggie. You've gotten pretty good at these RMS 4SPGs. 4SPGs, huh? Honestly, I think this is the first time I've ever had to deal with a case like this. I just hope the manager isn't being too hard on herself right now. Even if it doesn't excuse what she did, she really was acting out of love for her boyfriend. I guess I shouldn't let my personal feelings get in the way of things, though. I think you're fine. Everybody's got their own methods, right? I'm sure Van taught you that much. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why, but I think I'm starting to miss him a little. Just a tiny bit, though. Okay, then. Let's get back to our aimless wandering. What's next on the docket? Tea, maybe? In case you forgot, we still have work to do.
Request
Okay.
Mira deposit confirmed.
That is more along the lines of what I was expecting for the last case, chat. Gray rank up! Law is still at level 3. Got Mayor Gray for maxing out the Gray rank. I think we are going to do one round of the gardens before we call it for the night. Ooh, we can already split off. We'll go this way. I didn't even look at who all is on my team. Doesn't matter. We'll do it.
Careful moving in.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough. Get to
We can win right now.
Can we
Keep it up. It's working.
get all 3 like this? Yes, I can.
Follow my lead. Understood. By the heavens. Yes! A chance.
Let's party.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Activating drive.
Thorn. Yeah, we can try to mute you guys.
Keep moving, Van. Think fast. Take this.
Ow, rude.
There. Here's my chance. I shall end this. It's over. Radiant Seeker.
Huzzah. It should be dead.
Mr. Arkwright.
Well, most of them were dead.
Here we go.
Just had to defeat one large monster. Ooh, Diamond Ring or Impede. Or just more Sepith.
Nice.
That went great.
Shall I
Let's
prepare
do a few
some
more
sweets for you, Mr.
monsters here
Arkwright?
before we decide which path to take.
The next one.
Yay, we get to keep Silver Will.
Reset. Take
Prepare
over.
yourself. Mr. Wei. Now.
And we had to lose Silver Will before we could start the song
That
anyways.
was amazing, Aaron.
Let's get to work.
They're stunned. Engaging Shark. They're stunned. No. Victory's in reach.
I've got this. It's go time.
There.
There we go.
That's what you get.
Your martial
Looks
arts
like
were
the
most
gang's all here.
impressive, Mr. Wei. Treasure located. They're stunned. Not done yet. There. Our turn. Now is the time to fall.
Up to you.
Beautiful.
There. Follow my lead.
No problem. It's all your prize.
Mr. Arkwright!
Go.
A chance! Ha! There!
There you go.
Had it. Chance.
Oh, he
So
is
you got
barely
it.
outside
Up
of
to
my
you,
reach.
Too slow.
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
Putting the rest of us to shame, Reset.
What else have I not fought?
Yeah, I'm on it! They're stuck!
Let's finish the job. Going all in.
We can make clones of ourselves? How long has she been able to do that, chat? Do I control the clones? Probably not.
I suggest we strike now!
Keep moving, Van.
Maybe proceed with caution.
Stay put. All you on yes.
There! Ha!
How? Okay, clone we cannot control, but the clone is
Should be
still
safe for now.
probably
Nice
good.
job on yes. Now we're talking. That one was tough. Get to work.
Beginning suppression. This is it! Lightning Chaser! I'll take you on!
You've got this, on yes.
By the heavens, fierce! Aaron! Mr.
Got
Arkwright!
3 different people casting 3 different wind spells.
Gotcha.
Aaron!
They're down.
Here goes.
Now!
Up to
Never
you,
mind, only
Reset.
2 spells were being cast there.
Follow my lead!
Go.
It's go time. There.
Aaron! A chance! There!
It is a great song to dance to, DJ. You are correct there.
It's go time.
Looks like it keeps
Couldn't
going
take your
from
eyes
here.
off me, right?
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
Get to work.
This stunt we can win right now! Reset! Huh? There! Let's go down! I suggest we strike now! Here I come! Yeah! Aaron!
Where you go?
Have some more. Keep moving, Van.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
Let's get to work.
Horizons has Xanadu music. Ooh, that's pretty dope.
Let's party!
Reset! Prepare yourself. Go! If you please. Okay. By the heavens, yours!
And Nayuda, hell yeah. Anya's. Van.
Make it count.
Please, both of you.
Pull out all the stops.
That's what you get.
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
Hydro cannon!
There's one opened.
That looks like a nice chest.
Watch it. That one's big.
This could get tricky.
There's treasure. Yeah, treasure chest in here somewhere.
Let's party!
Target lock.
It's go time!
May we proceed with caution?
Make it count, Aaron.
Damn it!
Ow.
You're open. Here's my chance. You're stuck. It's pulled out.
Let's party!
Ha!
Cypher activate. There.
Keep moving, Van!
There! It's pulled out.
It's go time!
Ow.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me! Phoenix dance! Keep moving, Van! Too slow!
A chance. Activating drive.
Let's party!
I would like to party.
Activating drive.
Like it's $16.99.
Got your number. All you on yes.
Reset! Take over!
Stay calm and work through it.
Goodbye.
This is it! Close in and kick some ass!
Going all in.
Mr. Arkwright.
Show me what you got!
Good luck. Allow me to help.
Not getting away. Blast off. All you on yes. going all in!
Let's party!
Let's deploy sharks.
Ow. You know, between the first game and this one, I think that's the first time I've deliberately pointed the go home when you're done. Or go home after this one, chat.
Grantham Life! Innocent heal!
I'll take that.
Mr. Archive!
Make it count, Aaron!
Damn.
Got your number! Chance.
Ow.
Gotcha!
Stats upgraded.
There's the shrine. One more trap. Well, we don't, but say that we did.
Light!
Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Let's get to work! There!
Now's the time for song! I'm ready! Van!
Keep moving, Van!
It's over! You're crushed! Make it count, Aaron!
I'll leave you speechless. Scarlet Dance!
Here's my chance!
Gotcha!
Let's go down!
Sucker!
Aaron! Good luck!
Cypher activate!
Chance!
Show me what you got!
Think fast! Take this! Chance!
There we go.
Nice! That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
He really is.
Looks like some good loot.
Oh, it is.
Here goes!
I'm on it!
Huh? Take that, you ass!
You return with chocolate milk, delicious.
That's what you get.
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
You return to me going through my next level of the gardens. Kind of on the tired side, too.
All right, that's another area down.
Let's play!
I can tell I'm starting to get tired because I'm just straight up going to the wrong
keep pressing
rooms.
on.
What do we have to do here? Small monsters.
Watch out!
Not you, Big Fry.
Enemy looks strong.
Let's get to work.
Take that, this is it! Close in and kick some ass!
Mr. Wei!
Blazing flash! Keep moving, Van!
Brace yourself. All you on yes.
Activating drive.
Keep it up, it's working.
Let's party!
Huh?
Ow.
Huh?
It is Silver Well, you are correct. Unfortunately for me,
Bring it on.
she's frozen, chat.
Take that. They're stunned. Make it count, Aaron.
Bolt in your court.
Right.
Oh,
Here's my chance. A chance! There! Ha! It should be safe for now.
Nice job. Job on yes.
I'll be watching your performance. There!
take that, you at.
Oh, right. The whole reason I went into the menus was to heal. What the heck is wrong with me, chat? Don't answer that question.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Looks like some good loot.
Is it because I'm over here half falling asleep in the middle of my stream? Maybe.
They're down! This is it! Take Close in and kick some ass!
Maybe proceed with caution. Mr. West!
Blazing slap! Keep going!
Understood!
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Your martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wei. Oh my. Quite the reception.
I hear inevitable struggle.
Have some of this!
I'll take you on.
Pull out all the stops.
Show me what you got.
Light. Drive them out. Reset. No, no. Mr. Wen.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me! Phoenix dance!
Please tell me that yes.
That's what you get.
Not half bad, Aaron.
Next one.
Pulverize! Hell yeah!
I think it is appropriate for me to save before I try the boss.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
Also, my first save of the chapter. It would have sucked to be like, oh, by the way, you forgot to save all chapter. I don't even know if this is a good team for this. We're doing it anyways. Hello, giant frog.
Let's rip this guy to shreds. Gotcha! It's go time! Send you flying! You've got this, Agnes!
May we proceed with caution.
Blossom for me. Holy bloom!
Here's them.
Take that.
Here's my chance.
Had it! Don't screw with me!
Pull out all the stops.
Ooh, we got a plasma spear. You also have a plasma spear. But you know what else you have? Healing items.
There.
Take that. There.
Here I go. Activating drive.
Pardon me. I'll take you on.
Show me what you got.
Pull out all the stops.
Yes, yeah.
Time for a new look.
Get going, Dan.
Let's party!
I'll lend a hand.
Got you. You're screwed now.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Yeah.
Here goes!
He is at the halfway point. We can do this.
Cypher activate.
Probably gonna pass out like as soon as I'm done with this boss, but we can do this.
Here I go.
Show me what you got.
Huh? There. Here I go.
Gotcha!
Take him out.
We have 11k left.
I suggest we strike now.
Let's party!
Take this.
You're finished. You're gone.
There we go. Who got VIP?
I'm truly honored.
Where's that? Sweet. Okay. As I was very subtly alluding to this entire time, I am getting very fucking tired. Let's raid out. Whoa. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to raid out or if I just want to fucking call it and pass out. I've got like 1 or 2 good raid targets. Not gonna. I'm just gonna call it there. Go straight to bed. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I have tomorrow off from stream, so I will see you all on Friday for Pokemon Coliseum, and then Saturday for more trails. Bye, chat.